In this installment of Simple Food, Simple Life, we're going to make sweet potato crisp. Hello, it's me, Robin from Simple Food, Simple Life. The other day I was looking for a recipe in which I could use some cereal I bought. I got a good bargain on this Post Honey Bunches of Oats. And it was like a 3-for bar, or buy 2 get 1 free. So I bought the kind, excuse me, with almonds, because I like nuts. And guess what popped up? The recipe that popped up on Google came from the Post website, which manufactures this cereal. And the recipe is called sweet potato puree with cereal streusel, so I'm just going to call it sweet potato crisp. Okay? And I'm going to make it my own. I'm going to kind of, spruce it up a little bit and make it my own. So the first thing I got to do is take the peel off these potatoes that I baked. Okay, got my sweet potatoes peeled, and all I did was just bake them in a cast iron skillet with a lid on it so they wouldn't dry out. 350 degrees, about an hour and a half. Now it tells me to mash them up, so I got my handy dandy potato masher and I'm going to mash them up. I'm just following the instructions. I'm mashing, mashing, mashing. You can see they're pretty cooked, so it's not taking very long. And you don't have to be very precise. That recipe says puree, but I'm going to do it like that. Now, according to the recipe, you're supposed to take 2 cups of the Honey Bunches of Oats. I have Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds, so I am going to use that. Now, you're going to put it in a plastic bag, you're going to take your rolling pin or whatever you got and crunch them up. So that's what I'm going to do next. Alright, I got it done. I just smashed it up with my rolling pin. Okay? Now, it says that I need to put in a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. So I'm doing that. And the brown sugar is supposed to be pressed down, so I did that. But I'm just sticking it in the bag with my cereal crumbs, and I'm going to smoosh it good. The original recipe called for pecans, 1/4 cup of pecans, but I don't know about you. I think they're pretty pricey right now, so I'm not going that direction. But what I do have here, I do have some orange juice that I squeezed out of some oranges that I had, and I got some cranberries. So I'm going to mix that in with my sweet potatoes. Because you know why? I thought maybe this would be a good Thanksgiving dish. Might be a different way to make sweet potatoes than what we usually do. So, ooh, that smells good. Smells really good. So, smushing it. That's a technical term. Smushing. Okay? Alright, now the next thing it tells me to do is, well, it didn't tell me to do the cranberries or the orange juice. That's just moi. Alright. I'm going to, it says to butter a 9x9 dish. And also it calls for 3 to 3.5 pounds of sweet potatoes. Baked, cooked. But you know what? I don't know why you couldn't use this as a good way to use your leftover sweet potatoes. Why not? Sweet potatoes, it's one of those things you really, really love or you just don't like, right? Alright, now I've got the sweet potatoes pressed into the 9x9 buttered dish. I have my oven set on 400, and it tells me, the directions tell me that, ooh, pink cranberry got lost. Get in there. To mix up the cinnamon mixture, I forgot to tell you that, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, which I just went ahead and put in the bag, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and 2 cups of Honey Bunches of Oats crushed cereal, and that's 2 cups before they're crushed. Okay, at least that's the way I read it. And then it says that I'm supposed to mix this up with butter. So, here I go. Gonna mix it with butter, but I think I'm gonna grab a fork for that. Alright. Now you can see why I'm gonna call this sweet potato crisp. And by the way, I will try to put a link to this recipe in the description box below. And you know what else is below there too? It's a subscribe button. You know, I've kind of hesitated to put all those little icons and stuff on my screen when I get done editing these videos because, I don't know, it hides everything, right? I don't know. I'm debating. Okay, what do you think? I think that's pretty good, but I want to make sure. Oh, my oven says it's 400 degrees. Okay. And the reason I did it in this bowl is because I don't want to dirty another bowl. Oh my gosh. Okay. That actually looks pretty good. So, now then, according to the directions, I'm supposed to sprinkle this on top of the potato mixture and put it in the oven. Look, well, there you go, sprinkled it. Good. I sprinkled it. Well, okay, I kind of didn't, sprinkle it. I'm not a big cereal eater, but these were on sale, and I thought, that tastes good in my homemade yogurt instead of granola, and yeah, it does taste good, and it was inexpensive, so I thought, well, why not? I said, go for it, woman. Okay, that looks pretty good, but look at you can see those little almonds in there that came in the cereal, so I didn't have to buy any nuts, right? Right. All right, it's ready to go in the oven. 400 degrees for, I have to look up. Hang on, I'm checking. All I did when I saw that recipe, I just did a snapshot of it on my iPad, so I would have it, like a picture. And that works out pretty great. The butter that you put in there is 2 tablespoons, but like I said, I will link the recipe. 400 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. These things never take as long as they say. It's usually more or less. Okay, off and running. Gonna pop it in. I'll be back, show you what we got. I think this might be a nice Thanksgiving alternative rather than that marshmallowy stuff. Ugh. I know a lot of people like it, but I'm not one. Okay. Just so you know, because I'm right on top of things, I had grated some orange rind and I forgot to put it in with my topping, so I just now sprinkled it on the top. Whoopsie! Okie dokie, it's done. Now, let's see what this looks like. It's sizzling. Can you hear it sizzling? All right, let's see. That's the crisp. That looks pretty good. Smells delicious, I have to say. Now then, my favorite way to eat a sweet potato is baked with a little butter on it. That really is my favorite way to eat it, but I can eat them almost any way. But I thought this might be a little bit of something different, and I think it smells good. It looks really, really good. Let's see what it looks like close up if I dig into it a little bit. They're sizzling, they're moist, not all dried out. I don't think so. I'm going to have a taste. All right, here you go. I had to put it in here, let it cool off a little bit. It's hot. So, let's see what we got. Can you hear it? It's crunchy. The top is crunchy. It's sweet. You can taste the brown sugar. You can taste the orange zest that I put on the top. I was going to put it in the other stuff, but you know, oh well. And the potatoes aren't dry. They have a little bit of a tartness to them because of the cranberries and because of the orange juice I put in there. Pretty good. Well, you can give it a try if you want to. It's good. Now, this here would be really good. This streusel topping you can use on any fruit, I bet. You could use it on just about any dessert you want, that's for sure. And it would work perfectly. So, there you go. Honey bunches of oats with almonds became my streusel topping because I had a lot of cereal. You know what? If I can do it, you can do it. You know you can. And just remember one thing. Post is not reimbursing me for this. Oh wait, that wasn't what I was going to tell you. You just remember one thing, that little is much when God is in it. All right, love you. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye. On my serving of sweet potato crisp, I added a dollop of homemade plain yogurt. It was delicious. To all of you, have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and above all else, be thankful.